I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick-Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick-Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right, people. Yeah, this is the big one. It is the EPL preview and review show on a weekend when we're going to have some very, very strong title deciding, even possibly relegation deciding matchups. Some very, very tough game. In the EPL this season, games like Newcastle going up against Manchester City. You have Liverpool versus Man U. Those are two games that you want to be tuned into this weekend. Some of those things could affect Arsenal's position in the league. Before I continue, I want to say thank you to all of you, the fans, viewers, subscribers of I Am Sure Sports. And because of you, the channel continues to grow. And we're seeing steady growth, and we appreciate every single one of you who take time out to share the content, take time out to invite others to be a part of this platform. We try our best, and we do our best, right? To ensure that we provide you with quality content, and we listen to you, our loyal and faithful viewers and subscribers, in terms of what we put out. And we had our JPL show earlier today. It was a very good one. Lots of banter, lots of talk. If you have not yet watched it, you need to go and check it out. It is a good one. All right. This will be a very good show. So come on in, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Please. Also, remember, it is still Super Friday, and you can contribute to the channel by giving a super sticker and a super chat. Right. We're trying to do one further upgrade, which is we want to do more in-studio interviews, like we did with Coach Hal Grimson. We had to change many of the dynamics to be able to facilitate that. And we could, with an additional microphone, it would make it so easy. So we are in the process of acquiring one more of these microphones and the parts necessary so we can have two mics. We have the camera. All right. We have the capture card. So we are upgrading so we can extend the picture if we had more persons in studio. We want to be able to facilitate 3 persons comfortably in the space that we have. We're expanding our desk areas, and so that even our guests can have their own gadget checking out stuff. And that is because even the persons who give $2 contribute to the platform to help. I know many persons have been asking for membership because they want to be members of the channel, but we are not there yet. Membership requires you to be at a place where you have 5,000, 10,000 subscribers. We don't have 10,000 subscribers yet, but with your help, we can get there. And once we get there, we can have people being a part of the membership at I Am Sure Sports. Also want to say a big thank you to the moderators, people like Fresh God that without pay, they do this. Unseen, and all the other moderators who help to control things in the comment section. And the truth is the comment section have matured a whole lot in terms of how we deal with matters and how we communicate and dialogue with each other on these platforms. Because you don't know. The funny thing is I always tell people, there are some persons that I know because of their connection. But guess what is funny? They don't know that I know them, but they think they know me, right? But you just never know. If I should share with you just some stories that people realize, oh, like that they were talking to somebody, like one person in the state was talking to somebody else, and they didn't realize that the person like in the middle was money is money. You just never know. The football space is very very small, though it is global. All right. So EPL action it is. Listen, we want you to be here. You're going to have to give your predictions. We're going to show you what is going on with the title. I am still confident that it is Arsenal's title to lose, and Liverpool are slowly climbing the table. United are in the title race, and some Chelsea fans are asking for Graham Potter to be out, meaning they want the Potter fired. And what say you? Are you in agreement with Chelsea at this time getting rid of Graham Potter? Oh my Lord. All right. So the EPL, as you can see right here in the EPL, the team at the top of the table is Arsenal. Arsenal leads the table. They are on 60 points. Yes, so let's look at the top 5 teams in the EPL right now. There you go, Arsenal, Leeds. They have plus 33 in terms of goals. From 25 games, they have 60 points. And in second place is Manchester City. 5 points behind. They have 55 points with a plus 39 in terms of goal aggregate. Manchester United are third. They have played a game less, so they are 6 games behind Manchester City and 11 games behind Arsenal. They have 14 games left in their season. Arsenal has 13 games. They have plus 13 in terms of their goal average or aggregate right now when you subtract goals scored from goals conceded. That's Manchester United. So they are in the title race. Then we have in fourth position Tottenham Hotspurs, having played 2 games more than Newcastle. They have leapfrogged them, and they are on 45 points, 15 points behind league leaders Arsenal. Newcastle are on 23 points, but they have 41 points having played 23 games. So they have 2 makeup games that they have to play. As you know, they just lost the Carabao Tea Cup to Manchester United. So Manchester United lifting their first silverware of the 2022-2023 EPL season. Will there be more silverware for them this season? We will see who will be the second team to pick up some silverware. We will see that as well. Newcastle, like I said, they're in 5th. Liverpool continue to slowly creep up the table, trying to see if they can get in those Champions League spots. They are on 39 points, having played 24 games. So once they play a makeup game, if they win that game, there could be 42 points, which would be just 3 behind 4th place Tottenham. Fulham, having played 25 games, have 39 points. Brighton are falling down the table. They're on 35 points from 22 games, while Brentford, and who have lost Ivan Toney, it appears that they could be losing him. Not sure yet. Could be losing him for the season. They have 35 points from a total of 23 games. Brighton have 3 games to make up, but listen, points on the board is what matters at this time. Chelsea round off the top 10. They have 31 points, having played 24 games, and they have -2 in terms of their overall goal average or aggregate, which is not good. It means that Chelsea are, I think, in a spot of bother, and they need to begin to do something right now. So Chelsea, I think, are in a spot of bother, not relegation, but finish outside of the Champions League spot, the Europa League spot, and the Conference League spot. The bottom half of the table begins with Aston Villa, yes, on 31 points in 11th position, followed by Crystal Palace, who have 27 points from 24 games. Nottingham Forest, newly promoted. Nottingham Forest have certainly been doing a whole lot better. They are on 24 points in 25 points in 13th place. Leicester, who have been having an up and down season, they are in 14th position on 24 points, followed by Wolverhampton Wanderers. They are on 24 points, having played 25 games, while West Ham lies in 16th position. They are on 23 points from 24 games, and rounding out the bottom 4, we have Leeds on 22 points. They have a tough fixture. We're going to discuss that from 24 games, and Everton 21 points from 25 games in 18th. Bournemouth, tough fixture for them coming up, 21 points from 24 games. And Southampton, rooted at the foot of the table, having played 24 games, they are on a paltry 22 points. Don't know if these are in keeping with your early season prediction. I certainly did not expect Everton to be fighting relegation. I thought Nottingham Forest would have struggled. Bournemouth would have struggled. Fulham, I think, is one of those surprise teams. But it is very surprising to see Wolves and West Ham lingering so close to the relegation positions or spots. So those are the standings in terms of what the table look like. We are going to look at it is the team of the week. Let's show you the team of the week. I'm very surprised. Of course, the team of the week would not include the games played in midweek because they were not around 25 games. The Arsenal game was a replayed game, and the Manchester City game was a replayed game. So the players who make the team of the week are the players who would have played on week 25. It is so they have, as you can see, West Ham have 4 players in the team of the week in Ben Rahama, Danny Ings, and they have Phil Foden. Those are the persons playing up front. They had the highest points out of 10 right there for the weekend. Junior Firpo of Leeds, Declan Rice, Julian Alvarez, and Jared Bowen are the midfield 4, While in defense, Joel Matip, Ruben Diaz, Troy, Tyrone Mings is your back three with Emi Martinez in goal. Again, this is from the weekend fixture, right? Not the midweek games. The midweek game, Arsenal defeated Everton comprehensively, but that result would have not have factored in the team of the week. It would be the game against Leicester that they would use to fit persons from Arsenal in it. You may be wondering, so we are the Arsenal, and remember, Manchester United and Newcastle didn't have a game, no, because they played in the cup finals. So that is the team of the week. Big up to Owen, and the others who are watching. So that is the team of the week. Listen, the team of the week is not Manning's team. All right, so don't think Manning's did not pick this team. All right, that is your team of the week. Emi Martinez, Joel Matip, Ruben Diaz, Tyrone Mings, Jared Bowen, Julian Alvarez, Declan Rice, Firpo, Phil Foden, Danny Ings, and Ben Rama. That is the team of the week from week 25 in the EPL. All right, now that we have looked at the team of the week, we have gone through the table, we are now going to look at the games that are coming up this weekend. Interesting fixtures coming up, right? Let me give you from week 25, what were the fixtures? It was Everton 0, Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1, Leicester 0, Bournemouth 1, Manchester City 4, Liverpool and Crystal Palace ended 0-0. Tottenham defeated Chelsea by 2-0. Again, the Manchester-Brentford game was postponed because Manchester United played against, remember, they played against Newcastle for the cup. All right. Now, in midweek, Arsenal defeated Everton by 4-0, and Liverpool defeated Wolverhampton Wanderers by 2-0. Now, our fixtures this weekend begins with Manchester City versus Newcastle. Manchester City versus Newcastle. Oh my word. Manchester City versus Newcastle. That, I think, is very interesting. I'm looking forward to this one, right? I'm looking forward to this because this could be very, very beneficial to Arsenal, right? Manchester City versus, so there we go, right? Yep. What are your score? What is your score prediction for this one? So managers head to head. What has been results of Eddie Howe clashes with Pep? So they have played 11 times. No Eddie Howe team has ever defeated a Pep team. No Eddie Howe team has ever defeated a Pep team. That's interesting because what that means is simply this. Of the 11 games played, Eddie Howe versus Pep, Pep has won 10 and drawn 1. That one was in this season. Overall, in terms of the teams, they have played 20 times in the EPL. Manchester City, they have won 15, drawn 3, and they have only lost 2. Now, I don't see Newcastle beating Manchester City. I think the best outcome for Newcastle in this game will be a drawn result. So I'm going to go Manchester City, Newcastle playing out to a 0-0 draw. Am I crazy? What has their games looked like so far? Second versus fifth. City, they have only lost once in their last 5 games, and so too has Newcastle. City coming to this on the back of a win. Newcastle lost their last game in the EPL against Liverpool, and they also lost in the Cup to Manchester. Will they lose to both Manchester clubs? Oh, and Bert is reminding me that 10 of those games that Eddie Howe was actually managing Bournemouth, right? For 10 of those games. All right. Thanks for that, Bert. Thanks for that, right? But I think the best outcome, just given, I know Pope, the goalkeeper, should be back for this game. So he will make a difference. I don't think it is goalkeeping. I think Newcastle continues to struggle to score goals. They probably will stop City from scoring, but because they struggle with scoring goals, I think that City, on that premise, I think will have the better of the game going forward. However, this Newcastle defense is so good that I think they could defend like they did at Arsenal and still come away with a point from this one. So my score prediction is a 0-0 scoreline between Manchester City and Newcastle. All right. Maybe you have a different prediction from mine. I'd love to hear what your score prediction is for that game. All right. Now on Saturday, we'll also see Chelsea taking on Leeds at home. Something needs to give at Chelsea. This cannot continue. It's a 10 a.m. game, right? Leeds versus Chelsea. Leeds have a new manager. The coaches, they have met once. Garcia once. I think he was before he came to Leeds. They met in the Premier League. That one meeting saw Graham Potter when he was at Brighton. I think winning that game against Leeds there against Leeds. So there you go. So Graham Potter has the upper hand, but the overall record is not too far in Chelsea's favor. And I tell you why I say that. So they have played 20 games. 20 games. Leeds have won 5, Chelsea won 9, and they have had 6 drawn results. Chelsea have not won in their last 5 games. And they have lost twice, and they have drawn 3, while on the other hand, Leeds are coming off a win in their last game. They had 2 losses before that, a draw and then a loss. So, so let's see. Big up Rob Smith, just joining. This game, I think it's a very, very difficult game to call. If I were a betting man, I wouldn't even bet on it. That's how difficult I think it is to call. That's how difficult I think this game is to call. So I don't know. I'd love to hear what your predictions are for this one. I'd love for a couple of persons to tell me what their predictions are for this particular game. Leeds versus Chelsea at the Bridge. Graham Graham Potter looking for a win. And Leeds need to win to move away from the relegation zone. I don't know. RR says he's going Leeds 2, Chelsea 1. For some reason, I don't think Chelsea will lose. I can't see how Chelsea have possessed so many quality players and continue to lose. I think Potter will do something to get a result. I don't know. I just feel at some point it has to turn around for Chelsea. Sadly, it's going to happen before they meet Arsenal again. But I think Chelsea is going to turn around. I can't see this just continuing non-stop, all of these poor performances. So I feel like this is the game that Chelsea is going to start somewhat of a mini revival. So I'm going to pick Chelsea to win this one. So Chelsea to win this one by 2-1. So Chelsea to win by 2-1. So that's my prediction for the Chelsea game. All right, then we have Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Oh, yep. Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Let's look at the first time these coaches are meeting. The odds are Arsenal have a, let's see who the referees be, Chris Kavanagh, who averages less than a red card a game, but yellow cards are like 3, close to 4 yellow cards a game. Now, Arsenal and Bournemouth have played 12 times. And as you can see, in those 12 times, Bournemouth have only 1 win. All right. Arsenal, in their last 5 games, they have 3 wins, a loss, and a drawn result. Bournemouth have 2 losses, 2 draws, and 1 win. This is going to be played at the Emirates, and I am going to go Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0. See, R&R says the players are trying to get out Graham Potter. That's one. Then he says Potter and Southgate coach with the same philosophy. He says 1-1 wishful prediction. That is the Arsenal game. I don't see Bournemouth scoring on Arsenal. I think this is Arsenal 3. Bournemouth can come to Arsenal and play open. This is going to be at Emirates. I think this is going to be a 3-0 victory for Arsenal, which would put some pressure on City in terms of the goal average for both teams. So I'm going Arsenal to win by 3-0. Now, here is a very interesting games. All right, not top of the table clash stuff, but very interesting fixture. Tottenham travel to Wolverhampton to play Wolves, and this is going to be an interesting game. All right, in the clash that they have had, Lopetegui defeated Conte. They have only met once. Right, and the Wolves defeated Spurs. That's where the clash took place, right? But in terms of games, you can see 18 games played. And listen, Tottenham have won 10, Wolves 5, and 3 drawn results. Now Tottenham they have been going good in their last 5 games. They have 4 wins and a draw, while Wolves have 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. And so Wolves have amassed 7 points from their last 5 games, while Tottenham, they have had 12 points from their last 5 games. All right, so I think this is going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good game. There are some good fixtures. Like I said, they are not top of the table clash, but good fixtures. Like even this one here. R says the Wolves to beat Tottenham by 2-0. Nah, I don't think Tottenham is going to be held scoreless. I am going to go. Spurs are like my rivals at Arsenal, but they are on a good run of form, and so playing at Wolves. Yeah, King Jav, very inconsistent as well. I think this is like a 2-1 game, and I think I'm going to, take out emotions and go Spurs to win by 2-1 as an Arsenal fan. But I think they have put Song on the bench, and that seemed to be working. Richarlison, though he has not been scoring, he has been playing well. And so I'm going Spurs to win. Kulusevski also playing well, right? Content is not managing Spurs. No, Conte. I don't understand. Did I say content? If I said content, no, man, Conte. Isn't it Conte? Conte, the Tottenham manager? I don't know. Or is that mispronunciation? I don't know. All right. So Brighton versus West Ham. Listen, I think David Moyes is under some pressure, and I think this is a game that I think Brighton is going to win, and it's going to put pressure on David Moyes. I believe Brighton is going to beat West Ham in this one by 3-1. So I'm going Brighton to win by 3-1, mounting the pressure on David Moyes. Richard Edwards, blessings, man. Same score. Well, not the same score line. Yeah, I feel like David Moyes is one of those managers that is on the brink of losing his job. I feel like the team has lost the will to play for him. He can't motivate them anymore. And they are being held together, I think, a lot by Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice in midfield has really been almost solely keeping the team together. See, RR says it's going to be a 2-2 game. Oh, Conte. Yeah, Conte. So what did I say, Bert? Content? That is funny. Yeah, so. David need to get a spark. David need to get a sling, more like that. 2 sides will go for you. Well, Brighton is the Zegbury, the Brighton coach is a very good coach. I think Brighton is a very dangerous team when they get the game going right. And so I don't see how this West Ham team can go to Brighton and come back with points. I think they're going to lose. If they play Brighton open with how Brighton plays the ball out of the back, they are going to destroy this West Ham team. Yeah, they're very strong at home. Very strong at home. So I really find it, like, I even think the Arsenal game against him will be difficult. I have Demo Dre, my co-host. Don't know why it took so long. Maybe he was saying that just hurry up and get over the heap of stuff and just get to the Liverpool game. I don't know.
Boss, I have to travel from home, from work to home, boss. I live very far.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, man.
yeah, man.
Good evening, and big up to everybody in the comment section.
How
Big
you
up
doing,
yourself.
man? Had a good day at work?
I mean, every time it's Friday, I have a good day at work, 'cause I look forward to the weekend. So no matter how it is bad, Friday always make it good. Obviously, horrible news when Missy Firmino leave, but it is what it
Yeah, I'm
is.
saying, why is he leaving?
First team football. He's obviously not, gonna be starting a lot of games. He's been here 8 years, and him need for start. So I think that was the standstill between the club and his agent and stuff. So he decides to listen. He needs to move on. I mean, we can't
We don't,
fight him.
we don't get to
Yeah,
we don't get to that part yet, because I see there's a strong
yeah.
link with a player. I'm here wondering what is Liverpool thinking, but we're gonna get to that.
All right.
Yeah, but we're at the Brighton versus West Ham game at Brighton. It's a home game
Yeah.
for Brighton Demo. So I am
Mm-hmm.
picking Brighton. I'm picking Brighton to win. And just going by the head to head is that they have played um 13 games. Brighton have won 5, drawn 6, and West Ham they have only won 2. In terms of the
Yeah.
last 5 games, Brighton have 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. West Ham have 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Brighton coming off a loss. West Ham coming off a win. How
Yeah.
do you see it going?
Yeah, so I mean, for most of the season, West Ham has been horrendous. They have not been playing well. It's not just results for them; they just haven't been playing well. As a team, I mean, Skamaka got hurt and isn't a part of the team. But I said on a different show that they bought Danny Ings and he was coming off the bench. And for me, I thought it was just a gelling in period for Danny Ings because he's a natural born goal scorer. He will get you goals. And as soon as you start him, he's going to get goals. And so said, so done. He started the last game for West Ham and he got the first 2 goals, I think, for them in their win. I think they won 4-0 or 4-1 at the end. I don't remember what the score was, but I know they scored 4. And they played actually really well. Antonio got on the score sheet as well. But Danny Ings is a major difference to that team, and that signing is is something big. On the other hand, Brighton, they have been, competing at a high level
Yep.
um, this season. They'll be playing at home. Mitoma is on fire. The youngster that they brought from the academy, Ferguson, one to watch. I think he's a very special striker, a very special talent, and the whole team is playing really well. Obviously, McAllister now is playing a bit higher up the park since Lallana got injured for Brighton. So they're clicking. I mean, I know they lost the last match, but that doesn't take away from from how well they've been playing. Um, Under Potter, we used to come here and say, Brighton play really well, but they lack that cutting edge and they didn't score a
Yeah.
lot of goals. Under De Zerbi, though, he has made them a lot more clinical in front of goals. And so not only do they play well now, but they've had a lot of goals to their repertoire. And as a Liverpool fan, obviously we know it from first hand. So this game will be really tricky because I think, like I said, Danny Ings is going to play a big part in this game. So I'm actually going. I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1
In favor of
in
who?
favor of Brighton.
Okay. All right. What? And listen, the man did all of that to come back to the same score. That man is
No,
like,
no, I mean, I was going to go for a draw, but I mean, I could give them the home advantage, and that I could push them
I
over
just
the
feel
edge.
like David Moyes can't motivate the West Ham team. I just have a feeling like they have
Well,
lost. Why?
I mean that was the case. If that was the case, what me say last week wouldn't happen. I think the Danny Ing signing has put a spark under the tail, and they've been playing better since he came in. And the win with him get the other day is a big boost to them.
Well, I was talking about Chelsea, and I see Dre put in here that he likes so I spoke about Chelsea, because Chelsea will go up against Leeds, but it's in London. I mean, let me
Mm,
just go back to that so you can give me your thoughts on that game before I go
yeah.
forward to the next game.
Yeah. So listen, I mean, I
You
get
want,
a
you want
lot
to
of
hear what
stick.
I said? Or you heard? You heard what I said?
No, no, I didn't hear what you
All right.
said.
So I was
Please.
basically saying that they have too many players to not come good at some
Mm-hmm.
point. And I
Mm,
think like it's almost like if Chelsea if Potter loses this game, this could be it. Like I can't
mm,
see him continue, but I think like it's going to come together finally, and they're going to
yeah.
be a dangerous team. I just can't see how they have so much quality and continue to be this way. So I am picking them
Mm,
to win over a lead side that is
yeah.
going to play open.
All right. I mean, that's fair. All right. So Chelsea fans will probably hate me or whatever. I mean, it don't really matter. For me, first of all, they came out and said even if Potter loses this Leeds game and gets knocked out of the Champions League, you're still going to back Potter because he is a long-term project for them and they're invested. So I don't think he'll be fired. So let me just say that. And I actually back the Chelsea board for saying stuff like that. I think Graham Potter needs a full season with this team. I think he needs a preseason with this team and all of that stuff. Like I said, he came to Chelsea with an injury list as long as the Premier League, probably 20 players out. Um, a lot of the signings were not his signings, and he never have a full preseason with this team for get his philosophy in, and he was without two of his most crucial players, which are the wing backs, Reece James and Chilwell. Now, anybody lose two of your key players in terms of your system, and we know Graham Potter's system are with the wing backs because we could have seen it from in Brighton days, when he used to use Solly March and whoever it is, Lamptey or whatever, right? And so those two key players were missing for him. No, it's not. It's not relegated, boss. We know that Potter is a good manager, and I just think with time he will come good. Now him add some pieces, and a lot of the Chelsea people will tell you that he didn't make a number of these signings that they got. That's what me I hear. Say I just boldly, went out and get some of these players like the Modric and a lot of these guys, right? But I think that it will come good, like you, man. I think that Graham Potter is the guy to take Chelsea forward. I just think he needs a whole season and a preseason with these guys to get his philosophy in. As it relates to the game, Chelsea aren't. The thing is, Chelsea now get the results, but they have improved how they've been playing. Like they have been playing better. Yeah, and them not concede no one bag of goals either. It's like if you ever beat them, that James Ward-Prowse free kick from Southampton wa- was magic. Like you lose to that. That's just how it is, right? And they're not conceding a lot. So the thing is, Leeds they will score goals, but they also concede a lot of goals. So I think that's mega go with the defensively strong team here, and I'm going to go on a limb and say Chelsea are going to win this game. Actually, I think they're going to win comfortably. I'm going to go for 2-0 and Chelsea win comfortably. I think Felix has added a major um, positive to Chelsea. He's been a bright spark for them. Um, I mean, Enzo actually has been Enzo Fernandez has been number one in terms of players dribbled past in the league. I'm not, but listen, me nah go right home and say whatever because he's actually been good for them. But it's just a stat that's out there. He has been the most dribbled pass player in the league since him come in. So, yeah, 2-0 to Chelsea.
Yeah, 2-0. Two Chelsea supporters are one is Malik saying that Demo Chelsea board is split on the decision, which is the firing or keeping of
Yeah, but
right.
I'm talking about the statement that came out. He said even if they lose to Leeds and get knocked out, I think by Dortmund, they're still going to back him. That's the statement I saw come out.
So but they could still be split on the decision.
Yeah, that's fine, but may I talk about them 2 game here? Because remember you
All
there
right,
say
and
you
then
think after Leeds they might sack
I
him.
think if they lose against Leeds, because I
Yeah.
think this is a fixture that they're supposed to win. I
So
yeah,
was
but
Southampton and James Ward-Prowse speak out them feather.
all right. Then Demo says stop it. Dre says stop it, Demo. No bother with car. We sound like Brighton last season. So you're using the analogy of
Listen,
what
what
Chelsea.
one thing I will say about Potter though, you can't be. I mean, I know him personality, Zine. I know him personality, but you can't there a big club like Chelsea and act so soft. Like the man too nice. Like if you see Graham Potter in an interview, the man are up on the sidelines or stuff. Him just not have the aura of a top manager, even though
It's like
tactical wise and so.
it's
It's
like
like him
Arsene
just
it's like Arsene Wenger.
no man, no. Arsene Wenger will push down people and him will shout, him will go on. Graham Potter in interviews like man I know boss. That's the
All
only
right.
thing. And like I say, in personality, you can't fight him.
Before the game says, man is man, can you ask the guest what is the reference point and believing Potter is the man?
Um did that come before me explain everything? Or just now?
No,
No, may
just
I ask, I'm gonna know when him coming. Because like me say, I think, like me say,
time
the reference
Demo.
point, I believe Potter has not had a preseason with this team to instill his philosophy. He came here with an injury list as long as the Premier League table, including two of his best and main players, which are Chilwell. And I think he needs time to implement what he has to do with a bunch of these players. A lot of the players that came in were Tuchel players. And so like that's why you see Obama Young there play and all of them something they like, no. And don't get me wrong. Sometimes in game management would I need work because I think even the Southampton game, um, him need a goal and put on midfielders and stuff and Obama Young up on the bench. I mean, like I say, I don't think that was his signing or whatever, and him not trust him. But you have, if you search for a goal, you put on a striker. But I understand. Him never do that. But I just think he needs more time.
All
We
right.
know
Bert
what he
says,
can do because we've seen evidence in Brighton.
all right. So, because we just went back to the Chelsea game, people, let me get Bert comment and then we move on. Demo, Chelsea scored 6 goals since November. They're not
Hmm.
conceding a lot. Is not important right now.
What? Of course, it is important in analyzing this game.
No, but what Bert is saying is that since November, Demo, we in March, they have not scored only they have only scored 6 goals.
Yes, and that's
That is
horrible.
the
That
problem.
is horrible. But in this game against Leeds, I think that it is important. I think that they will score and not concede. I don't think they're conceding a lot of goals for lose to Leeds. I think they'll find a goal. And even though they might just score 6 goals, it's not like they're not been creating chances. Like watch a game, Felix makes 2 clear chances the other day, and on another day, them two they go in at the net. Like I understand say that is bad, but that now go remain so for forever. This Leeds game, I don't think Leeds good enough for stop them from scoring. So that's why it's important. Leeds cannot
All right.
defend.
All right, so let's all right, so let's go, continue because we have all right, so we just went back to that game. We did Brighton versus West Ham, Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Now let's look at the record of these two teams. Right, head to head, um, Aston Villa 7 wins, Crystal Palace 7, 6 drawn games between them. They come into this. Crystal Palace have not won a game in the last 5. 4 draws and a defeat. Aston Villa had, 3 losses, 2 drawn games. Crystal Palace,
Wins.
right, 2 wins. Crystal Palace struggling, since, especially since Wilfred Zaha has been out. I think the firepower of Aston Villa is big. Aston Villa, I think, have a very good team. They have very good midfielders. They're playing at home. I think they're going. I just think Crystal Palace with IU and Slop and those guys, they're not it. They're not it. Elise, good player, but he's just inconsistent, poor decision making. So I am going to go Aston Villa because of their firepower. And midfield. I like the midfield. They have so many options with Ali Watkins, Leon Bailey. I mean, they have loads of options. So I'm going Aston Villa to win this one by 2 goals to 0 over Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree. For some reason, Crystal Palace. I mean, we know the reason. Obviously, there's no Zaha. Eze is on the bench. I don't know why Eze is on the bench when he's one of the more talented players on that team, but he's coming off the bench of recently. Liverpool just played them, and I'm telling you, they probably should have won that game. When Mateta, like, they just don't have the quality. Mateta and Edward and these guys up front, I don't think they're clinical enough. And like you say, Olise is inconsistent, but he is a danger man when on his day. He can cause problems. And I think Eze again is one that can cause problems. But I just think under Emery, Aston Villa has looked really, really good. Oli Watkins is in the form of his life. I think he scored in the last 5 games straight. If I'm not mistaken, he's just continuing to score a lot of goals. Leon Bailey also found life under Emery as well. Buendia and all of these guys. Yeah, I think they'll have enough
Coutinho,
at home. Yeah,
come on.
Coutinho the other day came on and
Yeah.
he looked really well.
The midfielder, what's
So
his name? Kamara, the young midfielder,
yes,
is also playing
yeah,
well.
yeah. So Emi Martinez in goal, you know. Yeah, I think at home they'll have enough. They'll be strong enough to beat Crystal Palace. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to Aston Villa and Unai Emery.
All right. The other game would have been Brentford versus Fulham, but that game has been postponed. So we go to
Huh? Postpone? How?
Yeah.
Brentford and Fulham postpone?
Yeah.
How? For?
I don't know. They probably gonna play it the next day. I don't know. I don't really.
Wait, where you see that? Let me see that.
See it right on.
This is news to me.
See there. It is
Postpone?
postponed. Yeah.
Oh
Isn't it?
wow.
Why you so
I didn't.
sad?
No, I didn't know that. That postpone?
What? No, it's not like something is wrong. Like a game cannot be postponed or it shouldn't be
No,
postponed.
no, but I don't understand why. That is news to me. Like, man,
Um.
why would the game be postponed? Like,
All right,
what?
let's see if we can get into show more and see if they give any
Please, because
details.
this is shocking.
Oh, it's about the match. Yeah,
Going
so
to
they
be
don't. They're not telling you why it is. They're not
that
telling
is
you why it
maybe,
is
maybe
postponed.
somebody in the comment section can tell. We can move on, but that is news to me. I didn't know that
Like
because
you didn't know that you didn't know that that game could be postponed, or you didn't know that
no
this.
that game
Did any of them
because
play any game yesterday? In no in the league or in League Cup or anything like that?
no wait Fulham
Maybe
I don't
Fulham
remember.
played
I don't
yesterday.
remember.
Maybe Fulham played yesterday. Or Brentford played yesterday in like one of the rounds of the FA
Fulham
Cup or
played
something.
recently when Samson scored. I don't remember if that was in a league game or whatever. But somebody will tell. We can move on.
FA Cup.
Somebody
I
will tell.
think the FA Cup game, FA Cup results.
It's just shocking. I just didn't know that.
Yeah, I want.
They say they play Tuesday.
Bird said Ivan Tony gave out the score.
But Fulham play Tuesday, so why they wouldn't play tomorrow? I don't understand.
Let's see. Fulham played
No,
on Tuesday.
boss, the
Yeah,
game can't postpone.
the
That
game is
site is mad.
postponed.
That site the mad. Go
Yes,
try a
sir.
different site, Mannings man. That
Huh?
cannot be real.
All
That
right.
cannot
Let's
be
say
real.
that's what the thing
No,
is saying.
I
Oh,
guarantee you that game isn't postponed.
all right. Check
If
on
them
your.
play
Check on,
Tuesday, no, but me can't check me up on the stream.
all right. Let me check on the next side.
Just go Sky Sports or
Yeah.
EPL.
Let me try. Let me try the bond.
The what?
The bond.
What's
007.
that? Why?
007.
No, you know,
007.
just no. I just want to go up on Sky Sports, which is a credible source,
Somebody
and
said it's playing on. All right. So somebody saying it's playing on Monday. So it postponed until Monday.
it's playing on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe too many games are being played in London. I don't know.
okay.
But why it
That's
seems
shock.
like it's not? It's not.
No,
It seems like it's
it
not
just
supposed to be. Because
it
Arsenal
just
playing in London. Well, only Arsenal playing in London. Yeah, it is
no,
being
but
played on Monday. See, if you come down to here, yeah, it's being played on
yeah.
Monday instead. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
So it's postponed until Monday. So
All right.
thank you, Carlton. Let's go to Southampton versus Leicester. So
Mm.
um, head to head, 20 games, 10 wins for Leicester, 5 draws, 5 wins for Southampton. Southampton, boy, I don't think they can escape this season. In the last 5 games, four
Losses.
defeats, 1 victory. That was over Chelsea. Leicester, 2 wins, 2 draws. 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. I think
Mm.
Leicester struggle without Madison. Has he returned?
Um, I, I think he has a 75% chance of playing. So I don't know if he's going to play, but I think he should. The Listen, I don't know what's wrong with Southampton. Like you say, I don't think they can avoid the drop. I think Leicester had found some form. Um, I think wait, they're coming off 2 losses back to back, but the games before that, they had found some form, and they actually looked like they were playing well. I think Harvey Barnes, he's playing well at the moment, and yeah, like you mentioned, Madison. So uh, James Ward-Prowse is probably the only shining light for Southampton, and I don't think he will be enough to stop this Leicester team as much as Brendan Rodgers can coach. I think Leicester will get the better of them. 3-0. No, actually 3-1. 3-1 to
For
Leicester
who?
City.
Leicester over
Yeah.
Southampton.
Yeah.
The game is played at St. Mary's. I think Southampton is going to beat Leicester at St. Mary's.
You
I think
think
the
who?
new coach. I think Leicester is going to. Southampton is going to beat Leicester at St. Mary's.
Oh,
Sometimes a new coach at home. I think this is his first home game.
new manager Bones?
Yeah, I think it's one of the first home games that he's having, or the second home game. So I'm going to go Southampton to surprise Leicester.
Fear.
Yeah, just because of the new manager. Yeah. Oh, they said that the game was not postponed. It was just the original Monday night fixtures.
But all may say, I never know of any game being postponed for tomorrow or Sunday. That's all.
All right.
That's why it
Then
was so shocking.
this is an interesting game, right? Because Nottingham Forest have gathered some momentum. Everton are in trouble.
Yeah, they
All
were last
right.
season too.
Yeah. So, whoa. So when you look at the head-to-head, 4-4 in terms of wins for each team, one drawn
Mm.
result. Um, Everton, they have had 3 losses. They are coming off back-to-back loss, 2 wins in the last 5. Nottingham Forest, draw, win, lose, draw, lose.
Mm.
All right. It's being played at Nottingham Forest. I think Everton. Sean Dice to me is very. I don't like how he coaches. He doesn't coach to like, and he's playing away from home. I just see him going there trying to defend and wait on a set play. I think that he loses this game again.
Mm.
And I'm thinking
Well,
like Everton, the man bench them are Gray to play someone who
Dwight
can
McNeil.
I cannot believe it. And the man was on farm for most of the season.
Yeah. So here's the thing, man. Is man, Sean Dyche know Dwight McNeil from his Burnley days, and as much as Demar Gray was one of Everton's top players, them luxury player they and a Sean Dyche type of player. And so once he came into the club, if you're not gonna put in the work and grind and do the Sean Dyche type of football, he's not going to fancy. And I think that's what's happened with Demar Gray. So he rather McNeil, which is nonsense to me because McNeil can't play football. But I actually think that they're going to draw this game. I know Nottingham Forest got that big result when they drew against Manchester City, but Everton also got a big result when they beat you guys. I know it was a couple games ago. So it's like on a given day, they can turn up and do something. The fact that it's at the Nottingham Forest though, I think it's going to be a tough game. They're very hard to beat there of recently. I
Yep.
mean, even Liverpool find that out too early
Tough.
up in the
Yeah.
season. So it's tough to beat them there. But I think Sean Dyche, he knows the assignment in terms of keeping Everton up, and I think he will be difficult to beat himself there. So I'm going to go for a draw. It's going to be a dull 1-1 draw.
I'd love to see Everton get relegated.
Me too. I would be smiling.
So so I'm going to go Nottingham Forest with a 1-0 victory.
Wait, so you're picking based off what you want to happen?
I, ju-
Or
I just I just I just I like I'm watching the game like in my head right now, and I'm seeing
yeah.
Everton just playing low block, waiting on a free kick, and they don't get any. Waiting on a
I,
corner. And I
I
feel like
think they'll
Nottingham Forest is going to take the game to them. And after a while, they're going to break.
mm,
I mean, I
we'll
don't see
see.
Calvert Lewin playing.
I have no idea. I
I
don't know
mean, the
what's
guy
going on
called
Everton.
Garden, who was supposed to be the next big thing, can't even get in the starting 11 again.
Garden.
What's his name? Tom Davis. Is Tom Davis? Is it
Wait, who we are talk?
Porn?
Davis,
Yeah.
Tom Davis, the midfielder.
Yeah, then I said, I mean, he was starting, and that's Frank Lampard. The man can't get in the team. And right now,
Yeah, because they got Onana.
the
They,
Colombian
they,
guy, the
them
Colombian
have
defender.
Onana, Idrissa Gueye, and Onana, Idrissa Gueye, and Decore. You can't break in the midfield three. That's so easy, boss. They're quality midfielders. So
What's the
you'd
Colombian
expect,
defender? I see they start Michael
Yari
Keane.
Mina.
Yeah, Michael Keane and Charkowski. Man, the man
Yeah, I
can.
don't know why they started Michael Keane because Connor Cody was the man. Him and Tarkowski supposed to be the center, but because they have back-to-back games, I think the rotation they're just rotating. But Connor Cody and Tarkowski should be, the partnership going forward for this game. So
Okay.
I'm going
All
for a
right.
1-1. I'm going for 1-1.
I'm saying Nottingham Forest with a 1-0 victory. I think,
All right,
yeah,
boss.
I think this is going to be one of the more exciting games.
That
Yeah.
one here, Everton Forest.
No. The
Oh,
next game. The next game.
oh.
Oh, Bert is saying that thing there is trash. Davies is trash. But Frank
I mean, I
Lampard
don't.
was
I
starting.
think he.
Frank Lampard was starting him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a decent little player. I don't think he's trash. Decent.
And then Alex Iwobi, who was at Arsenal, he does nothing. I mean, he just run up and down
That's
and
not
get the ball.
true. That's not true. That's
But he
not
does
true. He's
like
been one of Everton's best players.
doing what? Tell me, he doesn't have more than 3 assists for the season. He hasn't scored 3 goals for the season. So what is he
Yeah, but
doing?
him not have to do that. He drags
But
a lot of
everywhere he's
defenders
playing,
to him, and we mean,
I think he's doing a lot on the field, but not doing anything. Like he's very busy, but he's very busy on the field,
no, he's
but there's
been
nothing
good.
to show for his business.
He's been good. I think his work rate, in terms of helping back with defensive duties as well, it's also very underrated, and he carries the ball well for Everton. Because it's not like them have no whole heap of outlet ball. Once he gets it and start to dribble, him pull opponents to him, and him can create space for other people to run into. I think he's playing really well this season
All
without
right.
having goals, a bag of goals and assists.
All right. So we now come to the Liverpool at home to Manchester United. In their last 13 clashes,
Mm.
Liverpool, 20 clashes, Liverpool won 7, draw 7. Manchester United, they have won 6. Both teams come into this with good, almost identical records. Neither team have lost in their last 4 games. Both have 3 wins and a draw.
Mm.
This is, I think, Liverpool gets to play Manchester United when Liverpool is getting back into form. And Manchester United, I think, is tired from all the games that they have been playing. I
Oh
think
yeah.
my prediction at Anfield is that Liverpool will overrun and overpower this Manchester United team. I don't even think it's going to be close. I see Liverpool scoring 3, Manchester United may be lucky to get a Rashford goal when the game is done and dusted.
But is man, you serious or you just a troll?
No. I'm telling you. I
Oh,
think,
you serious?
I think this is an ideal game for Liverpool to beat Manchester United.
Mm.
But everybody
Okay.
else have their own thoughts. King Job says it will be open, no space, man. Then he says
Yeah, he does
his teammate tend to let him down. God
a
bless you.
lot of the
Says
time.
Liverpool 3, Manchester United 0. Very close to my prediction. Richard
Mm.
Edwards said it will be a tough head. And then I think Owen is saying, huh? Meaning I am talking, what I'm saying don't make any sense. All right. Well, let me
No.
hear your prediction, sir. But 1-1 draw, I don't see this game drawing. If Liverpool can't win, they are going to lose this game. This game is not going to be drawn. If
All right.
Liverpool don't beat Manchester, it's not drawing. It is because Manchester has defeated them. Right?
Okay.
Then God bless you. Demo, don't comment on Liverpool, brother. You're salt bad.
What? That even make no sense. Like, how much time I come here and say nothing about Liverpool? But they get it probably once, twice.
the
Anyway,
last time they played against Real Madrid was the last time you spoke.
now what must say they're gonna happen?
It's a 3-1.
I saw.
3-1. You
Oh
remember?
boy.
God bless you. Remember the prediction there? We couldn't find him for a couple of days.
Anyway. So listen, you mentioned form and the form that both teams are coming into. I'm telling you, this game, form matters nothing coming into this game. Yeah, yeah, form no matter. Like I've seen Liverpool teams who light years ahead of Man U, and them just go there and go lose to Man U. I've seen worse Manchester United teams in a form just topple over Liverpool. Like form no matter when it comes to this game. Like it just very crazy. Like the other day we just roll up and give them 5 or whatever it was. 6. I don't remember how much it was the other day. Like things just crazy in a games like this, right? So I'm not even basing this off the form that both teams are at. The thing is, it's at Anfield. I mean, we've gotten a Liverpool, we've gotten a Manchester United manager fired, Jose Mourinho, at Anfield after we slapped them was 2-1 with that breakaway, and then the next year Mourinho get fired. So we've sacked a manager at Anfield already for Man U. So that's why I'm a bit hopeful. We have been having a horrible season by our standards, and pieces are starting to come back. So Van Dijk has been back, and we've had probably 4 clean sheet now since him come back. Konate, massive lift for us coming back. He has been so immense for us whenever he plays, and some of this injury crisis that we've had. I'm so glad to see him back. Jata, Bobby, back as well, and so pieces are coming back together. I mean, Diaz still out and whatever, but we can work. We can work with where we have a comeback, right? And so this game is going to be very hard to call because Manchester United under Ten Hag are no joke. I mean, they they just won a cup, even though they didn't play too well. I think Newcastle were the better team for most of the game. But David De Gea in goal, him just turning into some superman when him play against us. He saves everything. Um, I'm going to go for a draw. I think it's
Draw?
going to be an exciting 2-2 draw at Anfield.
Really? I cannot see this
And
game shaping up,
Salah
boy.
is going to get on the score sheet because he loves a goal against Manchester United. And yeah, I think Rashford is going to score as well. One thing is for sure, we will definitely not keep a clean sheet in this game. So I'm going for 2-2 at Anfield. And
Whoa.
the teams will
Whoa.
shake and honors even.
Well, Richard Edwards says a 6-year now United now beat Liverpool at Anfield.
Mm. That won't change come Sunday to be a draw.
Duckland says we want Klopp head on a pitchfork. I guess he's talking about a true red devil. Manchester United will win very easy. Really?
Yeah. Yo, Manchester United fans are something else, Them people are really crazy. Why them say them are gonna win easy? Why Manchester United are gonna beat Liverpool easy? Like, but they beat us at their ground. That wasn't easy, and we were in the worst form of our life. I think they beat us 2-1. They barely scrape on 2-1 victory, and we weren't playing well. No, we'll pick up some form and injuries come. Them are gonna beat we easy at home. That don't make no sense. I mean, we won't beat them, but they won't beat us either. It'll be too hard.
Say you're going draw.
Yeah.
I'm going Liverpool with the win still. I just
Yeah.
feel like, but all right, let's look at like I said, they have identical records going into this game.
That no matter, Mannings,
I
man.
think the last time Manchester United lost, they lost to Arsenal. Liverpool, last defeat was to which one of those lowly teams to beat them? Who was it? Who?
We lost to or who beat we?
5 games ago, around 5
We
or so
beat.
games ago.
Let me see them 5 games there. Palace, Wolves, Newcastle. Who played before Newcastle? I don't remember. That too far back.
Yeah. All right,
Who
so I see
beat
the
we
score
last?
prediction.
Brighton? Brighton always a beat we, so I'm really surprised if I did. But I remember who
Probably
beat we.
Brighton, you know. Probably Brighton was their loss.
No, they beat we at the FA Cup, so I'm not sure if I did Brighton, but they knocked we out of one cup.
Or it
I
wasn't
don't think.
Wolves. They didn't lose to Wolves.
Yeah, we lost to Wolves too. But I don't remember if for 5 games ago that. I don't remember.
All right, I'll be at the game tomorrow. No Manchester United. I'll win very, very easy. All right. Yeah, man. Wolves beat. It was Wolves who beat Liverpool 3-0, man. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last defeat. Yeah. Yeah. But you're talking about Firmino. But let me just say this, because Marcus Rashford has been in scintillating form.
Yep.
But do you know how he's still 13 goals away from Haaland, who we would say is off far? Does that speak
I
about
mean, I
how
don't know
good
about that.
Haaland is?
Haaland
Ha-
off form?
no, some people are saying that how he started out, he has cooled down.
What? We might start off scoring about 6 hat-tricks a game, so
Yeah, and so he
you
has cooled down.
expect him to continue to score hat-tricks throughout the
Isn't
season.
that the point I'm making? Isn't that the point I'm
Yeah,
making?
but even if that's the case, he just scored a hat-trick the other day.
So hasn't he cooled down?
Yeah, but from what? From alien level? If I like, we don't know what we're judging him as an alien or a.
So here's the discussion, right? Marcus
Mhm.
Rashford is in scintillating form, but still yet it's
Yes.
just 14 goals he's on. Haaland is on
Mhm.
27 goals.
Mhm.
Does that speak to how good Haaland is and
Yeah.
far ahead? To the fact that even though Rashford has been scoring, he's still so far behind Haaland at this
Yeah.
point. That's one thing. Harry
Mhm.
Kane is almost 10 goals behind Haaland
Mhm.
as well, right? Um, and we don't even, a lot of people, we have stopped talking about Harry Kane. It's really Rashford people talking about.
Mhm.
But Harry Kane has scored 18 goals
Mhm.
in 20 odd games.
Mhm.
So my question is it that Haaland is that far ahead? Or is just in a team that gives him way more opportunities to score? Or is he really better than Harry Kane?
As a footballer, I don't think he's better than Harry Kane. Harry Kane is a better footballer, but Haaland is the better. Well, maybe even say him the better goal scorer. Maybe he is slightly better as a goal scorer, but
Really?
Haaland is. But 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 Kane is a better footballer.
Uh, do you believe that if Harry Kane were in City, let me ask you, if Harry Kane was playing in the same City side, do you think he would be at the at 18 goals or 27 goals or more or less?
Probably and 27 goals. He probably have the same amount of goals, to be
Okay.
honest.
So I really think like Harry Kane is a better overall footballer and goal scorer than Haaland.
I mean, I don't know about better goal scorer than Haaland. Haaland do this the whole of him career. I mean, Kane do it for the
But
whole of him career too in a harder
exactly.
league.
In a
In a
harder
harder
league
league.
every season.
Yeah.
So why do we keep talking about Haaland when the truth is where Haaland is playing, he's supposed to score that amount of goal.
Yeah.
Bert is saying that Haaland scored a bunch of goals before World Cup. I think that
He
is what
scored a
Dima was
bunch of
saying.
goals after World Cup too.
No, Dima, man. He not scoring a bunch of goals after World Cup, man. Before the World Cup,
Boss, the man does score as many as what he did
Dima,
before. But I'm sure
before
him
the
score.
World Cup,
Didn't he score a hat trick against Wolves the other day? That was like, I'm sure
Dima.
that was like 3 games
Oh,
ago.
oh no, Dima, before the World Cup, the man wasn't like almost like 20 goals. And he's on 27 now.
I don't know how much him they have before the World Cup. But I'm saying, obviously, him slow down Mannings, man. Right? But we're judging man based off a alien level. The man there score hat trick, back a hat trick, back a hat trick. Right? That's
No,
not
I
going to
agree.
happen the
I
whole
agree.
season.
Okay, I agree. But Dima, so he had close to 20 goals before the World Cup.
Yeah, after how many games? I mean, how much game we play after the World Cup? We don't play a bag of
No,
games.
what are you talking about?
How much games in play before the World Cup, man?
Huh?
How much
Before the
games
World
did
Cup?
we play before the World Cup started?
No, like 14 games? And
14?
14 or 13, yeah, before the World Cup. And we are at 25 now. It's almost the same amount of games.
Yeah. All right.
So really and truly, people would have expected him to no, probably closer to 40 goals based on how him start out the season.
Mm.
Duckland is saying, all right. Duckland says, that don't make any sense. Of course, Haaland is a better footballer.
Haaland is
What?
not a better footballer, but
What is Duckland saying? Duckland. How is Haaland better than
first
Kane?
of what? That is not even a debate. What? First of all, Haaland can pass the ball close to Kane, so that alone will eliminate anything. It's when Kane drop deep on a spray then pass from 40, 50 yards. Boss, but why? This is not a debate, man. Take that off of the screen.
I think
Haaland just put the ball in the goal. That's it.
Duckland may be strolling.
But me telling you this ages ago, Haaland is just Lukaku 2.0. That's it.
Kane is kind of spur team that is inconsistent and sometimes very poor. Kane brought them to fourth this season. Because really, this season, nobody else from Tottenham has 10 goals,
Son has been horrible. Richarlison haven't scored a goal yet.
A goal.
And
Kulkeski hasn't scored a lot. Lucas Moura hasn't been playing. It's Harry Kane that have basically scored most of the goals.
Yeah.
Because really, welcome to I Am Sure Sports Call. I have to turn off I turned it.
The turn off, man. I mean, man. I saw it, man. I saw it.
Yeah, what got salty?
Hey, so me I drive for the past hour and a half, so me I listen to the whole way. Me I drive while I listen to the whole way. But me really have a car, because me hear a man say, me see a man say, that don't make no sense, of course, Haaland is a better footballer.
Yeah,
but because he scored more goals.
That's what I want, Duckland. I want Duckland to explain that to me.
If Kane did not play for City, he scored a whole more goal and he must score at Tottenham too. Same way.
That's what I'm saying.
He must play on our manager were conservative on top of that. The man, Conte.
And that's a big point, because that is true. Because Conte is so conservative that, yeah.
But he must sound like him argue against the facts, man. The man was on the pace that Haaland was on before the World Cup, the number of goals them scoring at them game. Everybody's the same slope since the World Cup, because teams start playing different. Teams start playing different.
No.
Cut off the supply too.
No, boss, but not argue against the fact. But just to say.
Go ahead, Dima. Go ahead, Dima.
Am I hear me? Am I hear me?
Yeah, man. Am I hear you, man?
Yeah,
No, may I say, we're not argue against the fact, but may I say, we argue based off of Haaland performing at an alien level. The man there score hat-trick after hat-trick after hat-trick. Of course, him there go slow down. That only natural him could score a hat-trick.
Him not score only per goal. Him not score only per goal. See. But even last week, them beat a team 4-1. Most of the
And him
goals them
score
him
one.
score. He will play the game. He will play the game and the whole. One time I watch him play Manchester United when Manchester United beat them the other day. And he did not touch the ball until the 40-something minute.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, he's a deadly finisher. Him deadly when them put it on the platter to him and him finish it. Him no need to touch the ball more than 3-4 times for the game. But he cannot play like Harry Kane, bro.
Yeah,
Not even close.
Harry Kane is a man. I go out wide. Harry Kane is a man. I drop deep. Pick up the ball with him back to goal, turn and leg or counter attack. Harry Kane has spread it. I send through what the Korean name. I send him through different splitting pass and them thing there.
but
And at the same time, Harry Kane can finish left foot, right foot, head, everything.
free kick.
To me, Harry Kane are the best forward in the league.
Easily.
And if him did go City last year when him want to go see him, I score enough goals.
Exactly. So my point would be,
If I score enough goals.
here's my point, so if I took Haaland and put him in the Spurs side and put Kane in the same City side with all the dynamics remaining, I think Kane would possibly have scored more goals, but not less. I cannot see Haaland.
I don't know if he's going to score more, but I know he's going to prolific just this year. And Haaland will not score what Kane score at top.
Exactly.
Yeah, but me go one further, you know. Me go one further. I think Darwin Núñez is a better footballer than Haaland. And me not even rate Núñez like that. The man, the more.
Debate.
It's not a debate either, boss.
That's a debate, man.
Let me tell you what to Darwin Núñez now. When me observe, first of all, when Darwin Núñez just signed to Liverpool, the first thing we read is that him say when he was at Benfica and stuff, him usually after a game him usually go online and read what the people them say, and it used to affect him. And when me read that, me I say, you know, so that not good.
Yeah.
Read it. This man a care where people. This man a care where the idiot them are right on social media. So he made that get now made. But when you watch him and stuff, him always get in a good position. But boy, him can't rush the finish there.
Yeah.
That alone, something wrong when he finish them, when him get the shot them and him kick them wide, he doesn't rush the finish there. But in terms of pace and movement and getting himself in position and stuff, him have them things there.
Yeah, and what I say is that at his age, Haaland was doing scoring more goals. At the same time.
No. But Haaland is a better finisher, you know. But me not question about finishing, you know.
Man is wrong.
Yeah.
He was also playing a different league, you know, because when him score up a goal last year in a different league.
In the Portuguese league.
Yeah, so anyway.
But
the brothers.
No man, but I get believe it, you know. Because I get just type say Haaland is an alien talent. Kane is not. So me don't understand.
Me not business about no talent. What kind of talent? Me I tell you when I see the man, all the man them play. Me I tell you say, and no one argue come tell me if him not see Harry Kane drop deep all half line, pick up the ball with man 9 back, turn around, so Lego man on the wing, send through song. If him not see all of them things there, him play number 9, him play link up, him can go to right on the left, him can go to right on the right, all of them things there. This other man is an alien finisher. That is why him can't play the game for 40 minutes in a one half and don't touch the ball at all. Which means to say now contribute nothing else to the team until the brother they put it on a platter. What the brother name? Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
So him play a game and have 5 touches for the entire game and him score all 2 goals. It mean him not contribute nothing else. Him not contribute nothing else to the team. But me I tell you, say Harry Kane, him contribute. If you watch that man when that man run and come all half line and pick up that ball and turn and let go some man. Him is more than just simply a player, a centre forward. We are wait to finish.
So where them are tell you say is where them need them forward for do a just score goal. But the thing is, Kane can also do that. Kane there do that before.
If Kane not play another system, they were all him have to do is score a goal. Then not score a goal. But when we right, this is nonsense. But all you need your forward to do is score a goal. It depends on the system where the forward are playing. Like when Bobby Firmino play for Liverpool in prime, when he click. Klopp don't need him for scoring a whole heap of goal. Klopp have him as a link-up player, like the false nine and a link-up, and then Salah and Mane run behind him, and them are finish most of the goal. So this argument about all you need your forward to do to score a goal, that are in your system. But different man have different system and do different things with them forward.
Yeah, because Duklan, I don't understand why you said Duklan, because Duklan asked, who is better footballer, Alisson or Iwobi? Me not understand that.
What?
Look like me not understand.
We don't have them full. I can tell you who I believe in is a better player, and then I can give reasons why I believe he's the better player. That's all.
Kingsley, what I am saying.
They give my reason about winning.
Kingsley.
The full question. You see, Duklan and them guys, them learn them reasoning at the feet of Harvey Liggins, So them all know them all try debate on it. So.
Yeah.
You see, me tell you say that them are gonna say, watch a comment here. Striker number 1 job is to score. Me tell you say that them are gonna come and say.
And then I get Haaland scored the most goal. But I get the system that is in, and the team don't remember. Tottenham Hotspurs don't play like this attacking football. They sit back and absorb a lot of pressure. So that means that Hurricane opportunities to score is going to be way lesser than Haaland, and it is still possible that Hurricane could finish the season with more goals.
Man. When a person say a striker number 1 thing is to score a goal, and then you realize a lot of people them watch football, but they don't know football, right? Like sometimes you have a man like Oliver Giroud and them man. Them man, when them man play for Chelsea and them things, them man the duty of hold the ball more than nothing. When the ball come forward, them defense in them back, them can hold the ball. And then midfielders run behind them. I don't know if the man where say striker number 1 duty of the score goal understand the concept of midfield runners and them things. People are break from midfield, forward midfielders that run behind forward, and then they make the link up play and send through the midfielder, them go finish the goal. So it's not in every system that the forward number 1 option is to score a goal. That is why you have different coaches who team play in different ways. That is why. So maybe in your system or that you are going to do. But you might have a next coach runner that a film system. Where him striker is just like a target man who hold the ball and then other people run behind him and then them get the ball in the box after him. When play them make 1-2 there sometime with them call wall pass and then them finish the goal.
You know what is funny, Southie? You know that Kane has scored in more goals than Haaland this season.
In more games,
yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. The guy scoring bunches in certain games early in the season. But see, if you look for how much goal him scored since the like after World Cup since December, he not scoring a whole per goal more than like Rashford and stuff, and he scored a whole per goal at the start of the season. He scored a lot of goals at the start of the season. So that's how he got.
Yeah.
But Kane are the best forward over there. Sometimes on the team, I remember when they used to tell them, say, Sterling and Latino brethren. And the team and the system, And them cost me half, but me not say nothing now. In the team and the system, I know he can't get a game. Sometimes. So,
you're a Liverpool man. What do you think about this Firmino leaving and then Mason Mount, I hear that.
Baller.
Yeah?
You no long more Mason Mount. But anyway, ask Saudi first, then no talk.
All right, hold on. Me make Saudi answer your high gate. He said, management and Saudi explain his Norway and Dartmouth numbers. Bridging Norway, But so to you talk, you answer. You take on the
Yeah,
idea.
we can move on from that. We move on from that. What his name now? Bobby Firmino.
Bobby.
Well, him contract up, and him them say him inform the court say him moving up. That's all. The club have a contract offer, and him them say him tell the club say him want to try something new. So I know.
Okay.
So I go. Me already know. You see all them things I go. Me the man, me tell people all the while say me support Liverpool, you know. And you know, say I never buy a jersey yet with a player name in it, because me always say you can buy the jersey today. You can buy the jersey today, and the next transfer window you say player want leave, right? So me not buy a jersey with name in it. Yeah, me always say me support the club, and players come and players go, managers come and managers go. But the club remain the same. So when players leave and them things, I not really trip over them things. Because I know a part of the whole thing that everybody are going to leave at some stage. Every single person are going to leave. You know what I mean? Salah are going to leave, Van Dijk are going to leave, Trent are going to play till and probably leave. And everybody are going to leave at some point. Just saw the game play. But this Mason Mount, no. I don't follow them things there. Now, a lot of them things, if you're there on Twitter at the time and you follow a lot of them things there, every single day you see a different player associated with the club. Every day. So me not really follow them thing there. But there's one particular player where every day I see him name associated with the club. And him now, would I wish if that and they are true. And that are the youth.
Bellingham?
Yeah.
Yep. Like a youth, like a 19-year-old man. Watch a youth play in a World Cup, man. Like a youth there. But I feel like we are getting him still.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
But the mere amount of them things there, I don't know. I say them enough of them youth there when them play. A system sometimes make them look good and sometimes a system make them look bad. Who them a play for, coach them a play for, what coach of them a do. Let me give you an example.
Anyway,
What do you see them show on video?
I get. You have to take us on for the next show about this whole, because some of them things that you bring up, they won't get dash in, brother. Because some of them argument, but no worry yourself. You're going to deal with that. Now let Sauti finish. Demo. All right, and Sauti, you go ahead, Sauti. Give us 5.
Yeah, let me give you an example. What video them a show on video with the youth name Cucurella. So him name the one that play on the left.
Yeah, with your back pass.
Right. In that video, every time get the ball and pass it back. Every time get the ball and pass it back. And I say, most of which part of the video there, him the right on the same side of the Chelsea manager there, right? If you look where the video show, all up on the same side of the bench there, where the Chelsea bench there, you believe, say, if the coach did have a problem with this man here turn back the ball, he not say something to him long time, and ask him why I'm a turn back the ball. So me I watch the video and me I say, yo, and the man a turn back the ball all the while. And I make him know so when he pick it up, him turn it up. Because the coach them control everything, you know. If him want the man go forward down the wing, the man go forward down the wing. So when when a man show that and I say Cucurella not good, me not look on it that way. Me just feel within myself say I saw the coach want the man play the ball all the time.
Yeah.
Because him the right. If the man a turn back the ball all the time, him not the right. If you tell the man to stop turn back the ball and go down the line or something. So, but every time the man get the ball, the man stop it and play it inside. And me say, the coach want him to do that. That's why me like a guy me some more. Me not really complain about them things. Because a lot of these players, the coach them control everything, the system, and the system make them look bad sometimes, and other players look good because of system too. And so I saw me look on it. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but before you go with those before you go with Sauti, where after the scoreline Sunday?
I hope we win the game. The last time management asked me about scoreline, I'm gonna say Hold on, last time I was asked about scoring, I said, I unfeel it a place, so I expect for win. We'll pick up 5-2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From Real Madrid. So, but it's a very important game. I think. How Tottenham are play?
Tottenham playing. Tottenham playing Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Oh, okay. So because if we never draw the game with Crystal Palace, if we did win that game, then we would be 4 points behind Tottenham, and then play like either a game or 2 more than we. So we would have the right if we come into this top 14.
But you have a game in hand. You have a game in hand though.
That's what I say. If we did beat Palace, we would be 4 points behind them with a game in hand. So that's why I say this game against Manchester United. We'll Tottenham play first still. I hope them lose or draw still. But it's very important that we win the game. I feel we are gonna make the top 4 still, but we have to win this one. Yeah.
All right. So we'll take the next one.
Let's just say, like I said, we are gonna win now. We are gonna win.
Me feel so too.
I may have a draw, so nobody can come close to them.
We are gonna win. We are gonna win. We are go against me normal team. We are gonna win 2-1.
Man, they must fly under 10 Hag, so they must fly under 10 Hag.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing. Still, I mean, so they might win every game.
No, me know.
I mean, so they might win every game, so they might fly. Yeah. So they might play good still. Hear them supporters, them out and about, running them out and everything. They must say Arsenal can't win league, but them can't win. Arsenal Bauer, 14 points. Right now. Arsenal 14 points in front of them, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
But Arsenal can't win and them can't win. Arsenal 14 in front of them, even though Arsenal play a game. But us are 11. 14 or 11?
11. We are 11 points with a game in hand.
Okay, and according to them,
we play a game extra. So if let's give them 3 points, it would be 8 points that we lead them by. So
right,
Arsenal have to lose 2 games. Arsenal have to lose 2 games. And
Arsenal play Man U twice already, right?
Yeah. So Man U have to hope other people help them for Arsenal to not finish.
Sure, Man U now in the league, man. Them just love run them out as soon as them team win 2 games. But anyway, me just hope I want Arsenal win tomorrow. Then Liverpool can knock off Man U. How can stop this? Make them stop chat this thing about them on title. So
yeah, man.
All right, boss.
Right. All right, so them take you I get to take you in the comment section, but we know you're not gonna see the comment them because you're driving still. So
no, I'm pull up, me reach when me are going, so have a look. I listen still. Our opinion, so I'm not can take it on him have a different opinion. That's all. But you see one thing with opinion, one thing me like about opinion. This is what me like when I read. You see, when you put forward your opinion, me like your reasons. That's why when you give me give what I think are my reasons why I need to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, man. All right. So let's call about this. We have a caller that was calling, Demo. We're gonna take this caller, right? And then this gonna be the last. Oh, I think the caller going to call at the same time. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say, me see screw up your face when you mention Mason Mount to Liverpool. Like, boss, listen to me. You see Mason Mount under Jurgen Klopp?
Let me take this call because they have been trying to call.
Okay.
Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me I listen to you on the bridge, you know.
I beat the man come beat Manchester United, man. Listen, I beat this, you know, because I go match, you know.
Me? Yeah, I'm going to say 2-2.
I say to you now. Yeah. I say to you now, Haaland is a good finisher and Kane, but none of them can win a game. Every team in a problem.
What?
And you need a man to win a match winner.
What?
Because I said none of them. If a man not give them a football upon them, They can't win the game. Rashford can't win the game.
No.
Salah can't win the game. Salah
Boss,
can't win the game.
boss.
Martial
Harry
can't win the
Kane.
game. No, man. If you know, so when the team in that trouble, Harry Kane can't pick it up and do nothing. And do nothing for them. If a man
The money watch the league.
He goes to the matches. Him actually go to the matches.
So him not see Harry Kane just the other day a while ago take one from out of the 18-yard back and slap it in the top corner for make Tottenham win.
Me say, all right. The other day, how would them draw with the how would them was playing the other day? And when me look to see Harry Kane as a man where you say, all right, give him the ball, make him as a to go win a game for you. Them man they can't win. You know, say Rashford, Salah, the Arsenal, Saka, those man can't win your game.
No, sir.
If them team have a problem.
Me Arsenal man and Saka. Listen, right now, right now, me the Arsenal supporter right now, and me I tell you that if me did have Harry Kane the last 2 seasons, I would stand a greater chance of winning the Premier League than having Saka.
You people, English man, English people, they want Harry Kane. Me know Harry Kane. You know who me want? You know who me want?
Yeah.
I need the youth from
Napoli. Napoli matter. Osimhen matter.
Yeah,
no,
me want. You know why?
Those man can't win a game. Me watch Osimhen. Harry Kane is a game winner. Listen, right now, if Manchester United had Harry Kane, the title is theirs. Me, I tell you that.
Straight up.
No, you see, I put at the starting of the season. Listen, at the starting of the season, the first match, I put £50. City will not win. Liverpool cannot win. Anybody else can win the league. Arsenal, that's my bet when me put. I be better man £100. Me better Arsenal man £100. Me say City will win. Me tell City now win. Anybody away from City or Liverpool can win the league, but none of them 2 teams they will win. Remember me tell you that.
Okay.
What you say about that?
No, as long as you predict us.
No, me no mind Arsenal win. Me no mind Arsenal win.
No problem, but on a serious
note, me no mind Arsenal win. As long as Liverpool no win and Man City no win, me fine. If Tottenham even win, me no care.
All right, but what I'm saying though, Carla, when it comes down to Harry Kane and Haaland, I am telling you that Harry Kane is able to win you a game, man. I'm not telling a lie. Harry Kane will beat me Arsenal side without Saka, man, and kill me off more than one time, man. Harry Kane.
What I'm saying to you.
Harry Kane basically took Tottenham to all Champions League and them thing they semi-final. Surprising when people never expect that, you know. No, man, Harry Kane.
You know who? You know I would prefer Sang on my team more than Harry Kane.
Sang?
Yeah, I would prefer Sang.
Oh,
all right,
boy.
Opinion. Why? All right, like Salty said, give us the reason for your opinion.
All right. You see, Sang, if a defender make that ball drop behind him, and he will turn to pass it, Sang gone. Harry Kane have anything then on him. So that is the thing when we love with Sang.
But Harry Kane can't do them thing they call her.
No, let me tell you something with Harry Kane. You know. Harry Kane, I say, man, a good finisher. You know. He's a good finisher.
You think Marcus Rashford is ahead of Harry Kane?
No. Yeah, man, I prefer Marcus Rashford over Harry Kane because Marcus.
All right, man, is man, I go come off. See, me, I'm going to chop this up because I can't take them.
All right.
Carla, you know Dima, right? Because you know Dima, because normally Dima say you're making run off for sure because he saying he can't believe you. Him same thing.
No, but Dimo, when I say to you now, Dimo, you have to understand this Dimo, man. We can't have bias, you know. You see Salah is a very good player. I like those type of player. You know why I like player? If no player now, if nothing going on around you in the team, those man can't win a game. Salah, you can give him the ball and he can win your game.
Carla, you're basically describing Hurricane when they talk still. When nothing is happening, Hurricane can win their game, boss.
No, I'm not saying can't win game, but if your team in trouble, I never see Hurricane say, all right, give me the ball and take over the game and say, give me the ball. Just give me the ball.
No, but me I tell you, say, last season, Arsenal versus Tottenham, the season, me I tell you that a Hurricane a kill off my side, Carla.
Yes, me watch Hurricane all this time now. He can score a goal, you know. But the man, Hurricane, Ruvan Estarai, all of them come like you say type of footballer. There's way man in the club, the manager say give them the ball and do the finish.
This man asked me when Kane show up in a knockout game. How knockout game have to do with this?
No, but the watch that he has, you're right, because no, the man asks you that you're right, because when the other day they were playing this team the other day, when you're supposed to walk over, and when the team not playing out, Hurricane supposed to take up the ball and say, right, give me this type of Rashford, and Salah and those players can take the ball and go win a game when not go on when the team not playing nothing. That's what we want to tell the team though.
But Carla, me I tell you right now still no. Me I tell you right now. You are the first Manchester United Carla who me hear say that you know a Hurricane. Me I tell you if Hurricane
no Hurricane on my side. Me no Hurricane on my side.
Carla, if Hurricane was in your team this season, me I tell you say you win Premier League. Me I tell you that.
No, because Manchester man don't really pass. If Haaland when they are my side, you don't score so much goal neither, you know. Because Rashford and them and they want to score a goal, you know. Them not go pass ball like how the other man not give them ball, you know.
No, Carla, you know, Carla. Yeah, something about it, Carla. But
I know something, man. A reality, I tell you.
But you know that. Do you know that? You know that Tottenham has gone to the Champions League final.
And
but the Hurricane.
And then got it up.
I mean, I think that did have much to do with Hurricane. Hurricane was injured. Hurricane was injured. Him come back for the final.
Yeah, English. The best English for the past 10 years. Who's football? Who you think are the best English player for the past 10 years?
For the past 10 years? Hurricane.
Wayne Rooney, I bet I play for the past 10 years.
Past 10 years?
Wayne Rooney, I won that kid, you know.
No, man, I can't say last 10 years. No, Carla, but what I'm saying, with last 10 years,
Wayne Rooney retired.
Then Wayne Rooney retire, man.
When retired, England produce nothing good half as good as him. England don't produce since Rooney come, don't produce half good as him. And who England produce good as Rooney?
Hurricane goal scoring record is better than Wayne Rooney for England, you know. Not true. No, Hurricane have the record now.
All right. You say no, you not have the record. Hurricane have the record. You say
what's the record?
How much work? All right. Look, how much work Rooney do for? How much Rooney Hurricane? Which of them do more work? For your team. I'm not answer that question. Who Rooney? When Rooney appear forward for England, Rooney appear midfield, Rooney appear everywhere. If Rooney this selfish like those guys, Rooney didn't score over 300 goals for England. I mean this selfish like Hurricane them. Rooney works so hard that if you ever that's married when he come to Manchester United, Marine have to say to him, say, please do some be more selfish. Rooney is a team player, man.
What I'm saying to you, the only goal scorer I think that is ahead of Hurricane right now isn't it Alan Shearer? Are they tied? They're tied right now. They're tied. No, man.
Rooney is the man who's the headline.
Carla. Hurricane and Wayne Rooney are certain to them tied.
No.
And Hurricane played
less. They are tied.
And Hurricane has played less game.
I'm talking, I'm not talking, you know.
Yeah, no, for England and Hurricane play less game.
Man is not thinking he's trolling. This sound like a troll. Man, I
Well,
think him actually believe this.
No, but what I'm saying to you, Rooney, the thing with Rooney plays a team player. Rooney is not an individual player. Harry Kane is an individual player. Look praises for himself, but Rooney look praises for the team.
What? Man, see Harry Kane and Jose Mourinho with son the other day?
You know, I realize, Carla, you're real about Manchester United supporter. That's how you have it. That's how you
This is not Manchester United or whatsoever, man. This is me talk reality, man. If you don't speak bias, man, it work where Rooney do for England as a team. Harry Kane does not do it. And any man who watch football, if an man in England and watch a program and hear, they will back me up because they know it's reality me attack.
All right, Carla.
What do you think, Demos? What do you say about that, Demos?
I disagree. That's all I'll say.
No, Demos, man. Demos. I think
I disagree, man. I think you're trolling.
Come and watch. I said, no, you know what I said? I would love if you come read and Rooney return or watch Rooney even 2 game and go watch 2 Harry Kane game. I see him on a work.
Wait, so you don't think watch Rooney and Harry Kane? You don't think someone watch Rooney and watch Harry Kane?
Me say if you watch them, but you not say that if you watch them, man.
Yeah, but I have watched them.
You know, the work rate them put down.
Yeah.
The work rate them put down the Demos.
Yeah, watch them. Watch both of them.
And you tell me say Rooney want to work rate where Rooney put down Harry Kane do half of that.
Without the Carla working harder don't mean that you're the better player, you know.
Rooney is the best player in England away from Paul Gascoigne, you know.
Okay.
Away from Paul Gascoigne, you know. Rooney, remember when Rooney at 16, Rooney played for England for when he was 16, you know. And in go Europe, when he go Europe at 19, he get paid tournament as a young player. I tournament at Euro when he go at 19. If he never get injured, and when he get injured at time, England get knocked out, you know.
England never go win nothing still, Carla.
Me not say they win, you know, but then they reach 5. You know, yeah, great Pele say. You know, see great Pele say, Rooney, England needs to produce more Wayne Rooney. The great Pele say tell him that, you know.
All right, boss. Me now continue because I am Manchester United ball I support, so we have to work with it.
Yeah, no really. Just like come you sell me a good ball of Van Persie when me think the only service never come to Manchester long time before.
You know, get no more for buy.
Yeah?
You know, get no more for buy.
We get more.
I mean,
we'll get more.
Me say the Sanchez to man.
Sanchez coming in good when in the Arsenal, he not do nothing for me.
Yeah, man. So you're going match Sunday?
Yeah, man. I go match Sunday. I drive down from tomorrow.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
But I will tell Demo, I'll beat you very easy, you know, Demo. Very easy. As much as I get your strength back, you have a strength back.
Hey,
you
Carla,
see, I don't know if Marcel.
Hey, Carla, when Liverpool winning them, make sure you call Monday, you know.
Yeah.
Make sure you call Monday.
No, man, I'll call Monday, man. And when they do win, man, you will score at least 3 goals.
Wow.
Because Van Dijk slow, you know. Van Dijk slow. Marcel fit Van Dijk slow.
Okay.
Van Dijk slow. And Demo, you have man who can win a game, but you need midfield, Demo.
Ask him if Van Dijk did slow when time we score 5 against them the other day. I don't know if he might.
The caller said, Demo want to know if Van Dijk was slow when Liverpool scored 5 on Manchester.
How long that was?
That wasn't last season, boss.
Last season.
Yeah. Last season, but remember me have no manager them time because when you have no manager, you say you know say when you have no
Okay.
manager them time the team.
No,
The team
but that not affect Van Dijk's slowness.
Carla.
Me not understand.
Right now, Carla. If Tottenham, if Hurricane come over to Manchester, you want to replace the foul you have and take Hurricane?
No, me no want Hurricane on my side. You know. If they buy him, then buy him, but me no want
you don't still keep the horse over Hurricane?
Oh.
The horse where you have?
Wait. No man, he man no. They just buy him to back up. He man not forward, man. But he man do good. He man do good.
You say he man back up. He man not forward.
Yeah, man. He not good. He not good. But he just look. He just dropping out luck. Well, look, because he just run up and down. No, Hurricane, they couldn't come. You can't, no, come on. You're this Hurricane now, because you can't put Hurricane with that man, you know. You have to come to Hurricane with better player. No, with that man. No, you can't do that. You disrespect Hurricane. This or no.
Okay. So what are your Manchester fans?
If you ask me if Martial, if Martial fit, me no want Hurricane on my side. Martial can skate.
Martial can walk in terms of no Carla, man.
Martial skate. Me no like, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Me want a match with me. You want, you know, man, if not now go on, you can give him the ball and
so Martial is a match winner.
Yeah, me Martial a match winner, man. Martial can walk on defense, you know. You see the first match. You see the first match when he come on against Liverpool. You can watch through Liverpool defense.
Okay, Carla.
You know what?
Anyways, at our 20 minutes, that you know. So and we're supposed to end the show, but
yeah, man.
But
and Demo.
Yeah.
Bless up yourself, Demo, and you have to give me a short. Management took Monday. Me see me link them personal with link here.
Yeah, man. Where's the short Monday?
Big up.
Yeah.
Okay. You sure? Because depending on the result, me may not get you when me call you, you know.
Tell him to enjoy the Anfield atmosphere, man.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, man. All right. Bless up, caller. Yeah, man.
Bless up. Yeah,
man. Yeah. All right. So, Demo, listen.
That was very interesting.
Have to run, you know. So, unless you want to run the show, you understand me?
No, run the show. But just there, say, stop scraping face with Mason Mount. Because if we ever get Mason Mount, it's done. It's over. Mason Mount under Jurgen Klopp will be a major problem. All right, boss? That's all I have to say. We did do all of the game then?
Yeah, man. We went through because we had started before you came. But because
okay.
to run as well. So
yeah, man, that good.
Yeah, man. So thanks to everyone for being a part of the show. Thanks to Demo as usual. You know, Demo Jury, he has been absent for a while, but he's back. He was mourning the loss by West Indies to South Africa. Upon the regular, you know, that is what happened. Hi, Gate.
Definitely.
Best of yourself, you know. Colin Quest, Fresh God, NG, Jason, Southie, Gunners Boss. Bless up yourself. Before the game, King Lee. You understand? All of the man them. Duckland. Yeah, man. Who again now?
Wait, Richard, man, you pick Arsenal to win a game? I never hear that. Did you pick Arsenal to win?
Yeah, man. Me not lose no game until.
Yeah, just ask. Me not know because I never hear. Okay.
Yeah, man. Arsenal are going to win. A Bournemouth we play, man.
Okay, all right, cool.
Harvey Elliott and Mason Mount are the same. One just use left and the other one use right.
Boss, Mason Mount just had a double last season, goals and assists in the anyway, continue, man. Go ahead.
Anyways, listen, we now Jason Gune have got check on Demo on the one of the show. You understand me? But we have to run here now, you understand me? But bless up and thanks to everyone for being a part of the show. I am manning this man. That's Demo Jury. It has been I Am Sure Sports as usual. We say we are over and we are out of here.